Hi, everyone. We're back with Alabama head coach Ashley Johnston. Ashley, you guys have a big meet at home this Friday coming up with Florida. This meet is the last two SEC champions, and you're both undefeated coming into this matchup. So, what is the team's mindset heading into this Friday?
This is going to be a great matchup, but we've got to focus on our controllables. We can't worry about who the other team is, what they're doing. All we can do is take what we've got, stay in the process, and focus on the things that we can control, focus on the details, continue to develop more depth, focus on going big, and just taking every approach and every response the best that we can.
Let's start with Juliet.
Hi, Coach. What kind of was your thought process in the beam lineup? I know you had Lillian make her collegiate debut on arguably the hardest event. So, kind of what went into that, and like, what does that kind of say about your freshman class?
Yeah, looking back, that was a really critical moment for our team. I have to give Makari a lot of kudos for how she handled that because she was slated to go in that beam lineup, and we just didn't think it was in her best interest in that moment to go ahead and compete, and so we made the swap, put Lillian in, and Makari handled that with grace. She was such a team player, supported Lillian. And Lillian handled it amazing where she stepped into that opportunity. It was the last event. She'd been standing the entire night. It's hard when you're just standing there, you get kind of cold, and she was called on and she was ready. And I think that says a lot about her preparation, about how our team supported her, that in the biggest moment, she was ready to step in and do her job.
Katie.
You talked about after the meet on TV on the post-game interview just about the resilience that your team showed. And you're talking just now about Lillian being ready to step up. When you're on the road and kind of facing some adversity, seeing some uncharacteristic mistakes, how nice is it to kind of have the veteran leadership and presence that you have on their team to kind of maybe regroup and refocus the team?
Yeah, I think it really helps to have such an experienced senior class, a great group of juniors, sophomores, really everybody who has been in tough environments, who have experienced what it takes to succeed in those moments. And I think it's really helpful for our big freshman class to walk into those situations and realize that there might be mistakes, but it's a long season and it's really just about how you recover. And, when we get to a national championship, usually there's no perfect meet, right? Like no team is absolutely going to hit 6 for 6, stick every dismount, be absolutely on, but it's really about who takes those little mistakes and recovers the best. Who has a little mess up and still supports the next person that's up and figures out a way to get it done. And so I think meets like we just had at Arkansas are great preparation for what it's going to look like near the end of season as well.
Abby.
Hi, Coach. So on Friday, we saw that Florida had a couple of perfect tens. Does that change how you approach this Friday's meet at all?
There's no defense in gymnastics. All we can do is play offense. And so, again, we're going to put the best 6 up. Whoever is healthy, whoever is mentally, emotionally, physically prepared to hit in that moment. And that won't change from week to week. That will continue to be our game plan.
Juliet.
You talked about healthy, whoever's healthy. Is Shania Adams and Sania, are they healthy and they're just like you're just putting the best out there, or is there an update on them? I know they were kind of recovering in December.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, both of them are continuing to train and do what it takes to prepare and to be ready. Shania was one of the alternates at the meet, and she warmed up on vault and floor and was ready to go. And I would say both are definitely doing their job, doing what it takes to continue to push those lineups and continue to make their presence known.
Any other questions for Coach?
I have one more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go for it.
And then what kind of was your biggest takeaway, and what's like the point of emphasis moving into this week against Florida? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm really excited for this week. I think there's a fire within this team. I'm sure you could feel that from Lily and Ella as well. I think this team is ready to really go after it. I think we gave too many things away at Arkansas. We gave away some sticks. We gave away some of those little details that in the gym they're typically really on. And so I'm excited for this week. I think they're ready to unleash and just really go out there, light a fire, and show the world what they're capable of.